Thing is with mudlarking, you can't really describe it until you actually try it. You're down there, you're getting dirty, you're in your own little world, and if you actually come up with something, there's no feeling like it. I mean, I love the detecting side of it, because when you've got those earphones on, that is continuously giving signals. I've put a lot of time into it, a lot of effort, and it's a buzz when you can actually go get all these signals, and they're going did all the time, and you go dip, that's the one.
I've taken a detector to the foreshore. I've tried it, but I find using my eyes only far better for me.
With Ray, she's no need really to use the detector, because with good eyes and a good ability to look through things, she finds just as much as I do without a detector. The Thames will virtually sort out things. It will sort them out into layers. It's almost as if somebody's come along with a scraper and gone, that's heavy stones, that's lighter stones, that's lighter steel stones, and then there might be little tiny bits of brass and copper, and that's what you're looking for. You're looking for places which are virtually going bald, if you know what I mean. You've got all the stones and the rubble and the bits of clay and the bits of pottery and that. Then all of a sudden you'll find a bit that's just brown mud. When you've got that exposed mud, it'll just be like a suction. A coin will stick on there, providing it's gone flat, it will stick on there, and it won't move unless the actual wave get underneath it, and most of the time it won't. It'll just roll over it. Then with that clayey mud, there's no air in it. If you actually get a signal and there's something below that mud, chances are that is going to be exactly the same as when it went into that mud 300, 400, 500 years ago. Tin coins to me are just the best, just absolutely the best, because there's such a risk. There's not going to be anything left of them once they're exposed to the air.
This is actually a radiate, basically a forgery, but done 260 to 295 AD. It's just nice to know that I found an original forgery, if you like, from all that time ago. So I'm quite proud of that.
Each establishment could be a leather maker, a candlestick maker. They brought out their own small change, and this is virtually what it was. It was a token to the value of halfpenny, which in 1666, which this one is, was an awful lot of money. It's just lovely. It's not something you can make a profit out of, except up here and down here. That's where you're going to make, well, it's your treasure. It might be worth nothing to anybody else, but it's your treasure, and nobody can ever take that away from you. It's just fantastic. And if a museum is interested and they want it, and you donate it, great.
I'm a curator at the Museum of London, and I've been here for nearly 10 years now, and so I've been working with Mudlarks since I got here, really, helping to identify their objects and acquiring their objects into the collection. I like to think of it as one of those marginal areas, like the edge of a railway line, where you always see lots of rubbish and objects. Well, the Thames is very similar. People are throwing things away. But also, you've got lots of people dropping stuff as they get in and out of boats, and things being unloaded onto the quayside in London and bits falling off. So I think those are some of the reasons why the Thames is such a rich repository of finds. One of the most important kind of elements of history that's been revealed by the Mudlarks is the story of medieval childhood, because one of the objects that Mudlarks have found are these little pewter toys that date, all the way back to medieval times. In the 1960s, it was quite common for historians to believe that there was no such thing as a childhood in medieval times, that because infant mortality was so high, people didn't really love their children as much and didn't invest time and money in things like toys. But all these finds of toys from the foreshore have proved that that's wrong.
People walk along every day. We walk along over the foreshore. We don't know what we're walking over. There's so much history underneath our feet.